Hello, I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at All Things Social Security and Joy Disability Law. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that if you click the join button below, you can learn more about the memberships offered at a very affordable price that can give you a little more direct attorney answers to your questions. Have a great day and enjoy the video. Good morning. Okay, I have a question here. So I'm going to try to respond to it real quick before I jump on the rest of my day. I'm actually going to head out to a church to check it out because I've never been there. Okay. Um, the viewer is asking about, let's see, been off of work due to a bad impairment, and it's very painful, and probably the pain is a large component of why the person had to leave the prior job. Very, very bad pain. Went out and tried again, got a job. It only lasted a few weeks. Missed shifts, had days off due to pain. And this kind of pattern of trying to go back and it not working. Probably the job is too arduous. It might be that all jobs are too arduous. If one can't even sit for an 8-hour day with some breaks, the break in the morning, the break in the afternoon, 15 minutes each, and a half-hour lunch, or stand option type of job. And there are plenty, so you can't argue that they don't exist because SSA will say otherwise. If that whole being upright sitting or upright standing which could include walking, is not possible for an 8-hour day. I could do it for 3 hours. If you have a little break in the middle, it's a different story. If it's not possible for 8, that means you can't do a full-time day. All right, now proving that's where the rub is, right? So anyway, given the example I was just describing, the person wanted to know if that was an example of a failed work attempt. Failed work attempt is only necessary if you earned SGA. So if that 3 weeks of work, you didn't earn over SGA for a month, in that month, which could be feasibly overlapping from one month to the next, then there's no need to prove it's a failed work attempt. It's not SGA. It's not considered able working. Okay. Failed work attempt kicks in as a defense of sorts to an argument that SGA should cut off your case or cut off your benefits if you are already been found disabled and you went back to work. Failed work attempt is the SGA work that you tried to do. So let's say you did go full time, you're earning $2,000 a month or $10,000 a month, and you last for 3 months. And in the interim, you've got, ideally, you're going to have a doctor visit where you're complaining about the pain from work. There's going to be hopefully something in there. I don't know that a judge won't be able to read the writing on the wall if there's not, because when you have a new job, obviously you're not taking off any time to go to, you might not be taking off any time to go to a doctor's appointment because you're hoping this works, right? Particularly if you're feeling very hopeful and optimistic. I meet a lot of people who are optimistic, but unrealistically. I love their optimism because that's the people that are optimistic and go back to work, some of them succeed. And if they were not optimistic enough to try, they never would have known they would have succeeded, and they would still be sitting waiting for disability or on disability when they could be out with this other great job that they're able to do. So I will say that. I love the optimism of trying. So if that $5,000, $10,000 a month job only lasts 3 months because of the pain, there's a relapse, whatever's involved in your known impairments that you've been treating for, or if there's a new one, that would be an example where I would argue a failed work attempt. Yeah, he went back for 3 months, but it didn't work. So he tried, like the SSA encourages, and it didn't work because of his impairments. That will not be an argument I can have if we tip over into 6 months. I would say never hit your exact 6 months. So, and they talk about it in months and not days. So that would indicate to me if you started on May 1st, June, July, August, September, October, November 1st is exactly 6 months. Don't last till November 1st. At least cut it back a day. And honestly, if the writing's on the wall long before the day before 6 months, maybe cut it out earlier than that. Because again, it's supposed to be that you're not doing it because you had to stop doing it. You had to stop doing it. So I kind of think maybe doing it the day before 6 months it might give put upon someone a lens of, that's kind of coincidental. It's the day before 6 months. So maybe don't flirt with that. Maybe look at the 5 month and just don't even pretend. Don't even know that there's a 6 month out there, so that you'll be stopping at, say, the end of 4 months. All right. Yeah, failed work attempt, also called an unsuccessful work attempt. But I think when you see it in literature, it's FWA, not, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm like, which way do I see it mostly in literature? UWA? Yeah, I think it's UWA. And then we sometimes say failed work attempt. In any event, they're both the same thing. So don't worry about it. Try to think if there's anything else in this little question that would be helpful. If I would think also, if you are losing days or hours or having a difficult time at a job you're trying while you have a pending claim, or you are already collecting and you're trying to, bring in some income that's other to get back to work fully and go off SSD or SSI or other. Even if you don't go to a doctor, I would suggest you report to him. If you have a portal, do a message in there about, I'm working, doc, but I'm missing a lot of days. Is there any other remedies we consider for pain that'll help me succeed in this, because I really need this job? Or and can we talk about it at my next visit? And make sure you always have next visits with every doctor you have. I know that's going to be difficult with some doctors. They might not be amenable, but certainly if you have a neurologist because you have a neurological problem, nerves, whatever, even if it's 6 months out, even if it's the next year, have that appointment in hand. PCP, usually they want you to have your annual scheduled anyway. In some places, if you have impairments, they want every 6 months. Make sure those are lined up. If you don't have a portal or you don't know how to access it with your doctor, you can fax a letter to the doctor's office and say, Dr. Jones, and what I just said before, I'm trying this new job. I've been missing days because I can't even get out of bed because of my back seizes up. And I've missed, I think I'm probably going to lose my job again, if it's accurate. And can I schedule an appointment, or I have an appointment in 4 weeks. Can we talk about maybe some, if there's any new remedies I might try, therapies to diminish the pain so I can at least work full time. And you might get some good remedies, but B, a year from now when you're having a judge look at it, or if you're under a CDR and they deny you, say, when you appeal and those records are obtained by you or your lawyer if you have one, or the SSA if they're being handy, should have that communication between you and your doctor in that file. So it's going to show that a year ago you were complaining while she happened to have that work attempt. Follow? Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. I see a little bit of sun out there. We had some rain last night, but I got to run. I'm meeting a friend. We're going exploring in our little churchy exploration that I've said I wanted to do. All right. This will be church number 2. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.